So let's talk about The Amazing Spider-Man 2. We'll do a review on this. The movie was really, really good. The actors were amazing. But Emma Stone, Andrew Garfield, Jamie Foxx, everyone did amazing. Phenomenal. It looked really good too. The action was also really good. The only problem is the storyline. That's where everything goes wrong. You see, I looked at the ratings and I was like, well, this is really low. And I was watching the movie, and during the whole time I just kept on thinking, like, this is a really good movie. The ratings should not be this low. But the movie ended, and then I realized why the ratings were so low. It all made sense. Now, if you go see the movie, it'll make sense. You're watching a movie, you're like, okay, this is a really good movie. Everything's going great, and no. It's unpredictable, which is good. I could not predict one thing during that movie. Not one thing. Normally, I'm really good. I'm like, all right, this is going to happen. This guy, oh no, he's not dead. This is going to happen. No. And those are no spoilers there. It's not going to ruin anything. But I could not predict anything. Even stuff that's, the whole movie was like foreshadowing. From the beginning, like the Amazing Spider-Man 1, okay, huge foreshadow from the Amazing Spider-Man 1 that nobody saw. Nobody. I did not see one thing on this online or anybody talking about it. If you predicted this happening, you have bragging rights. And if I go and watch the first one now, I'm totally going to see it. I'm going to see it. But if you watch this one, yeah. So now, here's the part where spoilers happen. Okay, so you can stop watching if you want, but if you want to find out why this movie was good in some terms or bad in some terms, keep watching. Alright, let's start with something that they did not bring back from the first movie. In the first movie, they talked about a lot the guy that killed Uncle Ben, okay? In Spider-Man, he was searching for a guy, that's white, and has like a tattoo, something like that. And I know he kind of gave it up and he started becoming better, near the end. Spider-Man, It was like, oh, I'm going to save the day, not just worry about this guy. But nothing was mentioned in the second movie. Nothing. So that was completely just, like, non-existent, okay? Something they did good was in the father. Like, what's going on, the more background. You actually get to find out how Spider-Man is, became Spider-Man. But, like, you already knew that. But they did, like, more on it. And now Spider-Man kind of knows. Because we knew, but Spider-Man didn't know. And so now he kind of knows. Aunt May is still in the dark. That's okay. But some may say that she might know. Kind of hard to tell. It looks like she's in the dark, though. Something with Emma Stone's, Gwen Stacy's dad that died in the first movie, that played a huge part in this movie, since you actually see the guy every time, like, in the beginning that Spider-Man's looking at Gwen Stacy, the dad's there and he's like, shouldn't be with my daughter, kind of thing. And, so that was good. They brought that back. The villains are really good. They do make you feel sympathy for the bad guys. And they do that in a lot of Spider-Man movies, the previous ones too. It's like, oh, the bad guy, and now he's good, and now they're just not going to fight, and then the guy's going to kill himself, like Doc Ock or something like that in the back movie. Did not happen in this movie, but you did feel sympathy for the bad guy from the beginning. Things kind of got, and then the bad guy actually became bad. That was well done. The music was really good. It had like a symphony, old style, classic music, and then all of a sudden, like, dubstep comes in during an electric scene, and like everyone knew that was gonna happen. And not that I called this out. That doesn't really count, but it was really awesome how they incorporated the music with the fight scene. You'll see that with Electro. That was actually really good. Probably one of my favorite parts of the movie. Some superheroes are rushed. The main superhero obviously was Electro, and that was kind of the main one. The Green Goblin, or the Hob Goblin, whatever you want to call him, because technically the dad is now dead. So now Harry was the first one to become the Goblin. So whether you want to call him the Hob Goblin or Green Goblin, he's completely looking like the Green Goblin, and they actually didn't call him anything. So we actually don't know. I could probably look it up. So I'll probably get back to you guys on that in the comment section. Next thing, that Rhino guy, yeah. You see it in the trailers, you're like, oh, that's like 3 bad guys, it's gonna be awesome. Or some people were like, oh, like, I don't like long movies, well, you're in luck because Spider-Man shows up. He's about to, to hit the guy, and boom, about to hit him with like the metal thing, for the sewers. And as soon as he hits him, the movie ends. That's the end of the movie. Okay, now it's more, climatic. It builds up more, but like you don't see the fight actually happen for the guy. He's like, "Bro, I'm gonna fight you. I'm gonna beat you up," and he gets all these guns, and everyone gets ready, and Spider-Man comes in, and boom, the movie ends. So you don't get to see any of the battle for that guy happening. Now, the guy that plays him was in the very beginning, and you're gonna get to see him fight, but it was just a regular burglar guy. So Gwen Stacy died. Yeah. Huge spoiler, but we're already past that. Yeah, she died. It was really cool. I mean, up until that point, I'm like, wow, this is a good movie. This is, And then all of a sudden it was like, he shoots the web, and the web is going slowly, and the web actually breaks out and like looks like a hand about to grab her. And it does grab her. But like, here's the floor, okay? And here's Gwen Stacy, and like, here's the spider web, and it's like, it gets her, and then boom, though she hits the floor. And then so he goes to her, and it's like, you okay? But she's dead, she's laying there. All of a sudden, like, blood starts coming from her nose, like, she's dead. And it's like, and everyone's in the movie's like, Gwen Stacy can't be dead. And so all of a sudden there's a funeral, it's like, and I was thinking before the funeral, I was like, maybe he's gonna give her some of her blood, because that happens. And, maybe, just maybe, she can come back to life, and maybe she'll be like Spider-Man, but not like completely with web shooters, but like maybe she'll just have spidey senses or something like that. I don't know. Something could happen like that. That's what I was thinking. Like maybe, like, I was just scraping the bottom of the barrel to maybe see if she's gonna be alive. Just maybe, whatever possibility maybe. But no, she's dead. Another character, Harry's dad, Mr. Osborn, he died, and I totally thought, I told my girlfriend, I'm like, He's really alive, and he's doing one of those Nick Fury things from the other movie where he pretends to be dead, but really he's gonna become the Green Goblin. No, it didn't happen because I saw the trailers and I saw the Green Goblin, but I did not know that was Harry. He was dead, and Gwen was dead. So when Gwen died, even at their funeral, I was just like, is this really real? And then all of a sudden, then it was like him again in a different season, and then visiting the grave again, and now it's like snowing, and I'm like, dude, she's dead. Like, then it really sunk in. It was like, wow, this sucks. And I was kind of glad. I was really glad that Hollywood didn't just ruin another movie and was like, oh, it's gonna be another happy movie. We're gonna ruin it. Oh, let's just take Romeo and Juliet and make them live happy ever after, which is what they did to Count of Monte Cristo. But in this movie, I thought, they live happily ever after. But no, I couldn't predict any of it. I didn't see any of it coming. I knew she was going to be in danger. I knew he was going to save her, but I didn't know she was going to die. So that kind of sucked. After that, then like the rhino comes, all that stuff. It's kind of like, it was a really good movie, but as soon as she died and I understood it, then I was like, yeah, I see why this got bad reviews. It was the story, just the end of the story. And I was kind of glad, but still kind of, just really sad that she died, because it was kind of like, well, that sucks. Like, what, is there now going to be Mary Jane? That's what some people are wondering. So, yeah. I still encourage you to see the movie. Really good movie, awesome action movie. You're going to love the movie up until the end, then you're going to hate it. It doesn't matter. Like I said, pretty good. I would rate the movie 8 out of 10 Daniel Connors. So, thank you for watching for this Spider-Man review. Just leave in the comments in the comment section if you have any questions about it, and I can get back to you guys. I'm going to check and see if that is the Green Goblin or Hob Goblin. Thanks for watching. Please subscribe. You guys are awesome.